What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. And those leaks that we saw before have come to fruition, my friends. Spider-Man is getting a tier 4, which is actually pretty insane, but is it really going to be a need? Well, that's something we need to talk about, but the first thing we need to do is take a look at this trailer because it's actually pretty damn cool. This is a nice little cinematic trailer that Netmarble decided to go ahead and do for us, and I gotta say, I like it. I like it. He's swinging around, swinging through the city, jumping on the car, right? It's pretty cool. I like these kinds of trailers a lot. That's a nice little view of Spider-Man on top of that car. But for you eagle-eyed viewers, you might have missed this, but around the 6-second mark, you'll actually notice that there is a little something special, which is tier 4. Right here, we close it up a little bit more so you can get a better look at it, but there's tier 4 right there, so it is confirmed that Spider-Man is getting a tier 4. And this is a terrific trailer. I'm actually very happy with it. I would have liked it a little bit better if it was a little bit more polished, but other than that, I'm very, very happy with the trailer that we saw. However, the thing about Spider-Man, guys, is the fact that he is a speed male hero. And he does have the leadership tag and he does have the agility tag. So the fact that he can go to level 80 now means that it's going to be a lot easier for him to do World Boss Legend content. And a lot of players already have this uniform for PvP, or they have this uniform for PvE, even though in his red uniform, he's actually very, very strong in PvE. Not as strong as in the black uniform, but still very strong. And that's the other question that needs to be asked. Are we going to be getting a new uniform? Well, I mean, judging from the way that uniform looked in the trailer, it looks different. You know, it looks different than this one here. This one has the gold on it, right? Whereas the one in the trailer didn't. So we might be getting a new uniform, but how relevant will it be? And do we really need it? Well, the thing is, guys, if you go to World Boss content, and you look at the restrictions and the requirements available, especially for Null and Mephisto, because that's where most players really are, unless you're, you've been playing for a long time or you've been wailing out like crazy. But against Null, guys, all the restrictions that apply to Spider-Man, he can do already at level 70, tier 3. He doesn't even need to go to level 80, which will make your life a lot easier as far as playing with him. But he can already do agility stage 40. He can already do 46 to 49 just the way he is right now. So in a way, it's pretty cool because, the players that aren't here yet or the players that are trying to do this continuously, they can use their Spider-Man, take him to just level 72, put some little resources into him, and he'll just murder this big time, guys. Because after this, you can't use him anymore. You're pretty much screwed after that. And then when you go against Mephisto, where he has the type advantage, and you come down to the bottom of the neck of the woods here, right? You do have leadership where you can use him, but he can do this, guys, just a tier 3 the way he is already. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really look like here's a speed superhero, so you can use him here. You don't really need him to be tier 4 to do any of these things, which is a good thing. That's good. It means you don't have to put those resources in the character, and that's actually pretty phenomenal, right? But where I think they're going to try to get us, right, is especially since we just got Miles and that, leadership that applies to Spider-Man with a 70% attack, I think we're going to be using him in ABX, and I think that's where he's going to be designed for if they design his new uniform, if he's even getting one, for PvE, right? Because on day 7, guys, speed superhero, right? This is where he can be used. He's not going to be used anywhere else because you need female speed, right? So this is where he's actually going to be applicable. And, the thing is, this is it. He's probably going to more than likely need to be tier 4 in order to do this. So the thing is about Spider-Man is if you already have the red uniform, it's already insane in PvP. So he might end up becoming a PvP meta when you tier 4 him. He might just become really nuts because he's going to have higher HP. He's going to have higher... He's going to have higher damage. Depending on the tier 4, maybe he'll have better survivability. We'll see. Maybe they'll do something like where he gets missing attacks. We really don't know what they're going to do with Spider-Man. But, if they make him an ABX meta, this is where he's going to be applicable. However, for those of us that already have, Black Widow, who can already almost cap out the score, and on some accounts can cap out the score, it's not going to be a need to have Spider-Man, right? And that's kind of the unfortunate position he's in as far as tier 4ing him. It really looks like maybe if you're going to try to maybe go for PvP, he might end up being a meta for that. Or, if you want to, if you're competitive, then maybe, you know, on this day, you might want to use him for ABX. So he's kind of limited on where you can use him. Obviously, guys, you can use him in Dimension Missions and all those other things because he's going to go up to level 80. But we got plenty of characters that can already do that. But I mean, still, you could play with, you know, your favorite character, if it might be Spider-Man, in those stages, right? But that's kind of the thing that hurts him as far as tier 4ing him. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. Again, you could easily take the character to level 72, and just murder the world boss and null stages that I showed. Now, if there's, you know, restrictions that apply to Spider-Man at higher levels of Ultron, Jean Grey, Gore, then maybe, you know, you might want to take him to tier 4 for that. But that remains to be seen, especially, you know, whenever we get the character, his tier 4 is in the game, you'll see videos out there of him doing some tier 4 clears. And, you know, we'll see whether or not really you're going to need to take him to tier 4 for really any of the world boss legends. I'm actually interested to see, because he's honestly so damn strong right now that it's not even funny, guys. He's really, really powerful the way he is. And, you know, if he does get a new uniform, will it be worth it buying it? I mean, because he's already got strong uniforms as it is, and they have really good survivability on top of that. They're easy, proc friendly, good survivability, terrific damage, right? And now that he can go to level 80, it's going to be even more damage. So will he even need a new uniform if he's getting one? And will Netmarble give us a new uniform? Judging from the trailer, which it looks like they will, but we just don't really know. But let me know what you guys think about Spider-Man getting a tier 4. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. DD+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.